Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So spring has just gotten started, and not only does much better weather come with that, the start of a new season is also when I try to trim my hair. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I like to try to stick to a start of the new season type of trimming schedule. So roughly every 4 months. The last time that I cut my hair, which was much more than a trim, I've mentioned to you guys in my straight hair series that I cut about 4 inches off my hair back in October, but being that it is almost April now, I'm definitely in that sweet zone of needing to trim my hair. So before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this portion of the video, which is Uniqurl. You guys have heard me talk about Uniqurl on my channel for years now, ever since they came on the scene with their first product, which is their 4-in-1 styler. I have been very impressed with this brand. Big things are happening for Uniqurl. They are now available on sallybeauty.com. You can also pick them up now in select Sally Beauty locations. The 4 products that are available at Sally Beauty are also the ones that I used to do my hair last wash day. So this is the hair that we're going to be working with for this little micro trimming video. So the 4 products that I use are their 2-in-1 conditioning shampoo, which has a new and improved formula. Very exciting. So this is what I use as my cleanser, and I'm also coming from a 12-day wash and go, so my hair really needed to be cleansed big time. So this shampoo had its work cut out for it because my hair was dirty. Product buildup galore. So next I followed up with their 2-in-1 deep conditioner, which is good for detangling and strengthening, both of which I needed after leaving my hair in that style for such a long time. I followed up with their 4-in-1 styler, which is their flagship product. It is a leave-in detangler, curl cream, and moisturizer. I have a full video reviewing the deep conditioner as well as the styler here on my channel. Their packaging is so pretty, so adorable. That's what I use as my styler, my leave-in for this set of twists. And in between using the first layer of that product as my leave-in, I also sealed in the moisture with their aloe and almond moisture sealing hair oil. This is another one that I talk about on my channel all the time. I call this my date hair oil because it smells so amazing. So anytime that I was going on a date, I would use this, and it just made my hair smell like lemon, sugary, buttery cake. And that's what all 4 of these smell like. So yummy. As a last step after that, I went back in with a little bit of the 4-in-1 styler to actually form my twist. So it went this, oil, then another layer of this for how I styled my hair. So these are the perfect twists to start a nice trim with because it's not weighed down with a bunch of other products. So there's no hiding for those ends that need to go. Definitely make sure to check out Uniqurl at sallybeauty.com and also to see if they are carried in your local Sally Beauty location. Uniqurl is a Black woman-owned business, and I love seeing them do big things in Sally. So thanks again to Uniqurl. So let's get into this spring refresh micro trim. So over the past year and a half, I told you guys that I've been dealing with extreme mechanical damage, and that all stemmed from a March 2019 incident I will never forget. I was detangling my hair with a brush, which I usually never do. I've been exclusively a finger detangling gal for like 99% of my wash days for the past maybe 7 years at this point, but I'd heard really good things about this particular brush, so I went in and finger detangled as I normally did, and then I was using the brush just to do a more thorough detangling, and my hair tangled up even more, and I just got so frustrated that I started ripping the brush through my hair because I was just so fed up. So I didn't know what I had done at that point, but when I got back from my trip to Trinidad and Tobago and I started to do my hair again, because this was in preparation before I left for the trip, my hair was not doing well. So I finally decided when my hair was straight last year to just go into 2021 with a fresh start, trimmed off those 4 inches, and now my hair is healthier than it has been in such a long time. So what I'm going to be doing for this updated trimming routine is I'm going to be doing a micro trim of my hair. So since I took off so much back in the fall, I am just going to be doing enough so that I can stay ahead of the damage. So, oh, I look like 12 years old instantly when I did that. So I'm going to be trimming off a small amount of hair. I usually trim off maybe anywhere between ½ an inch to maybe an inch. of hair every time that I go in for my seasonal trims, but being that my hair is in such good condition and I don't need to cut off as much as I normally would, I'm just taking off a small amount to maintain the health of my hair, but also to help with length retention. So this micro trim will help with length retention since I'm not cutting off more than I need to. I'm going to be using these Japanese stainless steel scissors. I've had these for over a decade and they are still so sharp. These are really good. They're very precise. Since I don't want to take off a ton of hair, I usually trim my hair in twists so I can really see what I'm doing. I can get much more precise than if my hair was loose, and I also make sure that my hair is dry. So that's kind of my go-to for how I trim my hair, is in a set of twists. Not too small but not too big. So these are a perfect size. I find this medium size for getting in there on those ends and being able to see any damage. So what I do is I will separate my hair on two sides of my head so that I can stay organized and I don't accidentally double trim a section. So this is the side I'm not working on, and since this is my first section, what I do is I keep it in these, y'all know I'm at the nice lighting on my house, so those birds are like, they're happy about spring too apparently, because they were just going in out there. And I just remove a twist so that I know that that is the section I'm working on, and each twist that I am adding to the mix, if it's loose and not in here, I know that that's already been trimmed and I'm free to move on to the next section so I don't get confused. So I don't undo the entire twist when I'm trimming, because again, that just has a lot of hair in my way and I want to just be able to see and focus on the ends, and then when I'm all done, I usually take my twists out. So the two sections of the twists, I will be trimming from one section and then moving on to the other section. So again, my ends are in pretty good condition, but I do see a little bit of fraying on the ends here, so I will just stretch it out, and I'm going right around here, and I go until I start to feel single strand knots. So I just run my finger to the ends of my hair, and you can see the natural feathering and weathering and thinning at the end here. So I just run my finger until I feel those knots, and that'll be my cutting point. And then I just take my scissors. So then, now that that section is done, since it is loose, I know that I've finished that section, so I can go to the other point in my twist. And this one is much more fully formed since I haven't separated or anything, so that's another visual cue to me that, hey, you haven't trimmed this section yet, don't trim it twice. So I will do the same thing with that one. And just smooth it out. And because I'm just trimming right where that damage is, I'm not trimming more than I need to, again, which is helping me in my whole length retention situation. So right around here is where I'm going to be cutting. Now I know that section is done, so I will add another twist from my handy little visual cue here section and move on to the next. So I asked you guys a question on Instagram on if you prefer to trim your hair at home or if you prefer to go to the salon, and I would say that it was split maybe 50-50 based on the comments. So as you can see, I'm not someone who's really concerned with my hair being very even or having a defined shape that a professional has given me, since I take care of all my trimming here at home. But if you're someone who is trying to maintain a particular shape, or if you want lines that are gonna look a certain way, whether your hair is curly or when it's straight, then this kind of like YOLO situation, I don't know what you'll think about it, but it's been working for me. And I actually like the fact that I don't really have a plan when it comes to thinking about the shape of my hair, because as it grows out, I get like layers that I didn't plan. I get shapes that I didn't plan for. In fact, my shape of my hair, if you guys saw my last video talking about that 10+ day wash and go, I love the shape of how my hair looks, just unadulterated in my natural curl pattern in a wash and go, with the shape that I have from trimming it back in the fall. Here's another section. So we have the two parts of that twist. I'm only going to be working on one at a time, and I definitely feel a lot of single strand knots in this one. So then I will switch to the other section. And do the same here, just run my fingers through the length of this section and have my starting point be where I feel single strand knots. I'm going to move through the rest of my hair and we will pick back up at the front section since that is the loosest section of my hair. You can naturally see where the hair thins at the end here, so that makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to cut right here. All done with my micro trim. Not only did that take off a lot less hair than usual, but it took a lot less time. The parts that I wasn't filming, I would say it took me a total of 10 minutes, and doing this without a mirror was a little scary. My ends feel a lot softer. They don't feel as rough and kind of grizzled on the ends. So I'll be right back to show you guys what everything looks like completely untwisted. So here are my twists out, my ends trimmed, and they feel so good. I'm trying not to touch it too much, but it just feels so awesome and it's so soft. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop. I literally have to just make myself, but it's just, here I go again. The ends just feel so happy and full. I'm not feeling those snags and those knots as I'm running my fingers through it. So I know that detangling next week is going to be very nice. I've not been as happy with my hair as I have been lately in such a long time. Like, I just love how healthy it is. My styles are turning out much better than they did. So much healthier than it has been consistently healthy. And I'm hoping that it continues because I feel like I've fallen in love with my hair all over again over the past few months. So I'm curious what your trimming routine looks like. Do you like to go to the salon? Do you like to do it at home? What is your kind of go-to for trimming your hair? I'm always curious because it varies so much person to person. One thing I do miss about the salon is a scalp massage, so that must be really, really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this updated trimming routine with this micro trim that I did for spring. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out big time in this big old YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. That would be awesome. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. Another big thanks to Uniqurl. Definitely check them out in Sally Beauty and sallybeauty.com. And I will see you guys really soon in my next video. I am going to try not to just touch my hair non-stop. It's going to be very hard, but that is going to be my mission for today, keeping my hands out of this hair because I just love everything about it. So thank you guys again, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.